Missed it. Let's try this again. Let's go, Shia. Do it. Just do it. Don't let your dreams be dreams. Yesterday, you said tomorrow. So just do it. Make your dreams come true. Just do it. Some people dream success. Well, you're going to wake up and work hard at it. Nothing is impossible. You should get to the point where anyone else would quit, and you're not going to stop there. No, what are you waiting for? Do it. Just do it. Yes, you can. Just do it. If you're tired of starting over, stop giving up. Yeah. Thanks, Shia. We're now in the streaming mindset, and we're going to be reading through some new charts today. That's the plan, at least. Let me actually check the audio levels. It looks like it may have changed on me, and we don't want that. Woo. Okay, sorry. This will take a moment. Is it on the right one? Yes. Okay, we're good. Success. All right, so I'm going to be using a book today. So the book that I'm going to be using is not by Shia LaBeouf. It's by Don Moyle. And I've written this book out into a spreadsheet that I use to kind of keep track of how I'm doing on this. So like the last time I played through this pattern, when I played through it, I did it at 170. It was technically proficient, and I had fun while doing it. Cool. Maybe I'll resume at 170 and try and make it sound more musical. The book is titled 50 Ways of Syncopation, and is by Don Moyle, and it's got 50 ways to work through the syncopation charts at the end of the book by Ted Reed, which is called Syncopation. And in this book, it's got a bunch of different charts in it. Now, what I've done is I've written my own versions. Good morning, I'm okay. How's TikTok for you? I've written my own charts on my website. And they're going to be releasing over the next 3 weeks, 4 weeks, something like that. I forget. But if you scroll down, this is the link at the top of the screen. There's over 2,000 hours of free drumming content. So if you go to here, there's a bunch of chop stuff. There's limb independence, permutations, exercises, etc. And then there's some charts on here. Now, if you click on these, like let's say this one, some of these charts you can't see yet because they haven't released. Like these 3 have released and this last one, but these 3 have not. So over the next, like every single day, over the next 3-4 weeks, something like that, it'll be releasing new charts. We'll be doing this. Glad to hear you're doing good. But we're going to warm up with a very basic one, the one that I just pointed out. We're going to play through it at 170, and I'm going to go through all of these new charts that will be coming out or are just now released. So we've got charts 11 through 30 that we're going to do, and we'll do it with the most basic pattern, which is where you play right like this, and then you play through short notes, long notes on the bass drum, etc. Okay? And for every play along, if you go into the timestamps, you can jump to a specific BPM. So you can go here and say, let's play this at 170, and then it'll count you off, and you'll actually hear a drum set pattern, but I've got it muted because it was like a slight timing delay. Here we go. Let's see how we do for our warm-up, reading through these new charts. A 1, a 2, a 1, 2, ready, and... I read it wrong. This is distracting me. I need to move my mouse. Ah! No. 2. A 1, 2. Ready. A. Okay, so again, short notes on the snare, long notes are on the bass drum. This is one of many ways that you can play through this. 1, 2, 1, 2, ready, and... Alright. Now what I'm debating is if, for the next set of charts, if I should switch to a different pattern, or just keep doing this one. 1, 2, ready, and... I try to write these with a different style for every single time, or every single chart. So you'll notice on like the next set of 5 charts that they're very different. Here we go. Cool. So that's charts 11 through 15. So if we go back to the playlist, we can, again, go to charts 16 to 20. I don't think this one's released yet. Like these next 3, I don't think you have access to. Oh, no, it's released 16 minutes ago. Sweet. So you can actually play through these. Again, a new play along releasing every single day. I've got some scheduled through almost the end of April right now. Bunch of drum kit charts, these that you see here, straight versions, slower versions, etc. And then a ton of chop and technique stuff, and then some grid variations as well. So stay tuned for plenty more. We're going to read through another set of charts, but do I want to play it like with a different pattern? No, I'll just maintain the same one, so you can just kind of get a preview of what these charts will sound like. If you do the most basic short-long version. Okay, 170. Flip the mouse upside down so it doesn't move around. Here we go. Now, some of these charts I wrote for some of the different independence patterns, so they sound better for some and for others. Ah! A little rough. That's okay. Oh, 1, 2, 1, 2, ready, and. Oh, I'm totally reading that wrong. Yeah, so that snare that was on 3, I was reading it as on the end of 3, so that was throwing me off. Whoopsies. So these are great for just sight reading. If you go through all of them. Again, sight reading. Sometimes you make mistakes. That's why you practice it. Oh, 1, 2, ready, and. Alright, chart 20. So this is the last chart for this particular video. And then we'll do charts 21 through 25. 1, 2, 1, 2, ready, and. Alright, let's go back. So, same thing, we're going to do 170, and we'll just do the same type of pattern. Again, Dom's book has a bunch more, and then if you do New Breed 1 or New Breed 2 by Gary Chester, those books are more for, like, rock. I guess you could also do it for hip-hop as well. But those are great for working on some more limb independent stuff. But we're going to go to 170, so we go into the BPMs. This one is not available yet, but it will be releasing, because again, a new play along every single day. Keep you busy. 2, ready, and again, it's muted, so there is a play along. Short on snare, long on bass drum. 1, 2, 1, 2, ready, and. Alright, chart 22, new chart, new vibe. Every chart gonna have some kind of a different feel. 1, 2, ready, and. Oh, this one's in 3, I think, when I wrote it. So it lines up with one of the variations. I can show it to you later. Yeah, so the 3 version is where you go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Well, you do 4, 4 on the hi-hat, or the ride rather. 2, ready, and... Whoops. Alright, last chart for this play along, and then we'll do the last 5, and then I'll do some different patterns after I stretch and massage. A 1, a 2, a 1, 2, ready, and... Alright, those are fun. If I do say so myself. I did write them, so... again, those will release over the next couple of weeks, so you don't have access to them quite yet, but let's do the last set for now. I'm going to be writing more. My plan is to have at least 50 over the next few months or so. Why does it keep right-clicking on everything? Stop it! Okay, here we go. Last set. Now, the very last play-along in this actually uses Chug and Susie as a framework for the patterns. The little drummer inside joke there. The way I wrote it. What? A 1, a 2, a 1, 2, ready, and... Late on that bass drum. I don't think there's anything super unique about this one. 1, 2, ready, and... Okay, so this one, I think, if you reverse the pattern, so short on bass, long on snare, no, I think it's the next one. Late on that last hit. Yeah, so this one, if you reverse the pattern, that's kind of how I wrote it, envisioned it when I was doing it. So it'd be snare on 3. So this very last one is just kind of like a little joke. So it counts you off, and then it plays Chug, and then it does Susie, and then the Chicago variation at the end of the Susie. Here's Susie. Like I knew Susie, then you would. If you knew Susie, like I knew Susie, then you would. Okay, those are all the new charts that are currently out or gonna be out over the next coming weeks as Swung versions. And if you go back to here, link at the top of the screen, there's the straight versions and Swung versions, and it goes as low as 40 beats a minute all the way as fast as 240. Oh, that says 24. I gotta adjust that. Yeah, so now we're gonna stretch and massage. So we just did that, but first I want to go back to my drum chart. Woo! And let's say 170. It was mostly technically proficient playing through it, and I had fun with it. So didn't really make much progress, but I was reading brand new charts that I just wrote. So let's go to this view. Now we're going to stretch and massage. So this is the same thing that I was doing yesterday. Hello, Killer. Good morning. By the way, I multi-stream, so sometimes I'm on chats that have people talking that are not in your chat. Okay, so we're holding our sticks like this. You're going to pull in, and push out so you get into the twist. Might be a better view of it on yesterday's stream. Go to the home tab of YouTube, and you can find it very easily there under the drumming playlists. And go back out that way that we came. Now, if you do traditional grip, rotate and hold there, then rotate and hold the other extreme, but I don't do that anymore, so I'm not going to do that. Now, the next thing that I'm going to do is stretch the underside of the tendons. You could do this on your drum. You could do this on the wall like I demonstrated yesterday. I'm going to go ahead and just do it one at a time. And this one. Minnie's asleep underneath her little doggo fort that I built for her. She's still adorable. I'm going to set up for Fortnite here in like less than an hour. And she's going to like, as soon as I set up, just go off camera. She'd be like perfect right now. She looks so adorable. Now we're going to stretch the top side of the forearm. This one you could do one at a time. Again, you could do this on the wall. Or fast way to do this, you can just do this on your legs. And you can do two at once. And now we're going to stretch our fingers. Nice. And then index to index. And then middle finger. And then ring finger. It took a while to read through all those new charts. Especially since it was at 170. Relatively decent tempo. But, I mean, it's, 20 new charts? So, it's a lot of content. Okay, now I'm going to massage. So, let's actually do this. Roll this up. So, massage on the top side of the forearm while doing the fingers underneath as well. Just trying to relax everything. Get nice and relaxed on today's ASMR drumming stream. Yeah, it'll be great. You could totally do ASMR drumming. Just maybe I'll start a new genre of content. Add the ASMR tag onto my little stream. Ooh, right arm is tight in particular. Probably from yesterday, it's just chopping out, having fun. Or the workout, I don't know. All right, so now I'm going to massage the palm and then the backside of the hand. And then once we finish massaging, then we're going to get back into some charts. And we're going to read it through a different variation. So again, Dom's book has 50 ways to work through these different charts and through syncopation, the book by Ted Reed. But Gary Chester's book, New Breed, and then New Breed 2 also have many different approaches. Massage base the tip of the fingers. So between those two, you've got like at least 100 different ways that you can read through different charts with different limb-independent stuff that you work on. Good morning, Simon. How you doing on YouTube? Looks like you changed your name a little bit. Unless it's a different Simon. I'm still Jared. Ooh, my thumb is tight. Interesting. Okay, we finished stretching and massaging. Let's get back into this. By the way, again, you can find Dom's book under here. So if you go to books I recommend, under the lessons, tips, etc., there's concert snare books, there's drum kit books, and Dom's is right here. And then the Gary Chester books that I was just mentioning is the New Breed. So New Breed 1, New Breed 2. You doing fine? You just found it. Oh, well, from France. Welcome. I know some French. Omelette du fromage. That's about it. And then you can find stuff for rudimental, mallets, timpani, etc. Here's the stuff that I use for sticks, like the Jack Dijonets, etc. Most of these are affiliate links, but no extra cost to you. Okay, it just helps support me. So, going back to the charts. We're going to read through these with a different pattern. So we just read through it this way. Let's find another fun one. So another good one would be, let's see, short note on toms, long on bass drum. Okay, yeah, so this is a little variation of what I just did. The last time I did this, I did it at 135, and it was technically proficient and fun. So let's try that. So we're going to go to Swung charts. And the pattern that I'm going to use is, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4... short notes on here, while you fill in with the left hand on snare as ghost notes. So, and long notes are going to play on the bass drum and the ride or crash, whatever you want to do. So you can, etc. And we'll do that with some charts. So let's just, I guess we'll go straight through the order, and we'll start with 1 through 5. And all of these play-alongs, all the technique ones, all the chop ones, you just go into the timestamps and you jump to whatever BPM you want. Alrighty. And then it counts you off. I've muted it on your end because there's like a slight timing delay from my mics and the computer, but it does count you off. A ding, ding, ding. Uh-oh. Gotta flip the mouse upside down, or it does that. Oh, I'll tell you. 1, 2, ready, and... that first chart, I had a lot of fun writing that because the pattern just repeats itself over the bar and off the beat, so it syncopates it. It's a fun little variation. 1, 2, ready, and... Came out of my hand. I could have probably played this faster. Was it 135? Yeah. Interesting. Whoop. A 1, 2, a 1, 2. Here we go. Alright. Chart 4. Chart 5 starts off with a sing, sing, sing for the first couple lines. I like those patterns that keep repeating itself, but are displaced by like a beat, so it goes over the line. A 1, a 2, a 1, 2, last chart. I totally read that wrong. Oops. Sweet. We survived it. Okay, so 135. It was also technically proficient for the most part. And I had fun with it. I enjoyed it. It's not stopping. Stop. Stop. Good, YouTube. So proud of you. Cool. No. Hit the, button. Okay, so now let's read through the next set of charts with another pattern. So let's go with not those. Oh, this one's an interesting one. So for this one, I did it at 120. It was technically proficient. I was making progress with it. Okay, so you play a Bossa Nova pattern. Long notes you play as paradiddles. Let me switch camera angles. Short notes you play alternating 16 notes where you make the fill with the left, the ghost note, the low, and the right hand just plays the pattern. And if you have a longer note, like a dotted quarter note, you play it as a paradiddle. So you just keep playing diddles until you get to the next written note. Etc. Okay? So that's what we're going to play. And we're going to do it with another set of charts. Let's try it at 120. So this one didn't go so great last time. That's okay. We made progress, apparently. Let's see if we can make more progress. So we're going to straight charts this time. And yeah, let's do this. Okay, so 120 timestamps in the description to jump to the specific BPM. Here we go. The EAD 10 doesn't pick up all the notes all the time. so just a basic Bossa Nova pattern with the feet. 2, 1, 2, ready, and... Alrighty. Adjust the drum module a little bit. See if it'll help pick up their notes. 1, 2, 1, 2, here we go. So again, Bossa Nova on the feet, paradiddles on quarter notes, paradiddle-diddles on dotted quarter notes, and then 16th notes with the emphasis on the 8th notes for the 8th notes. 1, 2, here we go. Reading it wrong. Woo! That was a weird one. I do say so myself as the person who wrote it. For some patterns like that one, it feels really awkward. For other patterns, it's nice. Like this one is great for Baião. Or no, chart 10. Yeah, so this one is the Baião one. It's a lot of fun for this one. It lines up with the bass drum on the end of 2 and on 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, and here we go. Yeah, again, the drum module is not... It's not picking up everything. It's a little off today. This thing right here. The little trigger. Can't tell if I need to tighten it or loosen it. Maybe I need to adjust the head. So it's like mesh heads, so they're the quiet heads and the quiet cymbals, which is why they have like holes drilled in them. And then these drum triggers, which make it so that you've got all sorts of... just a bunch of different sounds and whatnot. But that one, it doesn't always sound great. I think I need to buy a more expensive one, I guess. Okay, so that was at 120. It was okay. Mostly technically proficient, also meh. But I was making progress on it. Okay, so some of these patterns that are in this book and Gary Chester's book, like, are great musically. Like, a lot of fun to play, something you normally do. Like the one that I was doing right before this one with the short on the tom, the long on the bass, and the cymbals and whatnot, so... That one you could totally use on fills and whatnot if you're playing in like a big band setting. But this paradiddle one is more of like a technical one. Like it just gets you to think of things differently. But it's not necessarily something you play for an entire chart, and that's fine. It's good to balance like playing something that's musical, playing something technical, because they both complement each other in different ways. Let's see. I want to do a different one for the next set of charts. No. Let's try this. Right hand. Yeah. So let's do rock feel. So I did it at 110. Okay, so this one is quarter notes on the hi-hat. And then you read through the pattern with the foot. Okay, so it'll be a straight chart, and we're going to do this with the next set. 11 through 15. So let's go to 110 beats a minute, and boop, and full screen. Now there's another variation of this, the next variation, where you put the downbeat on the hand as opposed to on the foot. Takes a while to get into. A 1, 2, a 1, 2, here we go. A 1, 2, a 1, 2, here we go. This one feels so slow. I'll do the Baião next. That one's a faster one. Oh, 1, 2, here we go. Alright, last 2 charts, then we'll do another pattern. Do the Baião next. And then I'm going to work on my foot. Double strokes. 1, 2, here we go. Actually, let's switch it. So, hi-hat on the offbeat, downbeats on the hand. Let's see if this messes me up. 1, 2, 1, 2, here we go. That one's interesting without having a distinction between like short notes and long notes. But yeah, again, some of these patterns are great for some things and not so great for other permutation patterns. It was technically proficient. I had fun with it. It was good. And then so that was 22. Why did I do that? Oh, there we go. But at the very last one, I played 23, which is same idea, but you flip the left foot and the right hand. Okay, so let's do a Baião. Okay, so the Baião pattern, the last time we did this, what speed did we do it at? 185. Okay, so Baião pattern. So this one's a fun one. So you have 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and then with foot. And then you read the charts with your left hand. So there's no distinction between short and long. You just play everything on the left hand for this. Okay, so 185. So that was charts 11 through 15. So let's go back here, scroll past the chop stuff, and we're going to the charts. And we're doing 185 for charts 16 through 20. And again, I don't think these are released yet, but a new play-along is releasing every single day. So these charts will be available to you over the coming couple of weeks. So stay tuned for more. 185. Here we go. My hi-hat's like slowly sliding away from me. Fine, I see how it is. So again, the left hand is going to read through the patterns. 1, 2, ready, and. I just had myself. Let's try it again. That was bad. My hi-hat keeps sliding. Stop it. Thanks. Oh, slid again. Right after I fixed it. One, two, here we go. No, that's not going good. Okay, so 185 I was more comfortable with on other charts. Let's try slowing this down. Let's do 170 and see if this goes any better. Good morning. How you doing? Easy. 1, 2, ready, and. Sometimes when I go slower, it really messes with me because I focus on the ostinato pattern. A little rough. Okay, let's try this again. An opportunity to reset. 1, 2, here, go. Okay, so it's better than the first chart. It's feeling more comfortable reading through it. It's still not great, but you know, that's why we're practicing. 1, 2, ready, and. That was weird. I wrote it. I can say that. You can. You can say whatever you want. 1, 2, here we go. Alright, last chart. And then we're going to work on the foot. 2, here we go. Oops, I read that wrong. Okay, we survived, barely. All right, so that was pattern number 37 from Dom's book, 50 Ways of Syncopation, and it was meh, and I made progress on it. It was a little bit out of control, especially on the first pattern, but it's getting better. Yeah, so if you want more variations of this, again, if you go to here, and you go down to the lessons section, past all these grid variations, and click on books I recommend, these different patterns and whatnot for reading through all the different charts that I'll be releasing over the next couple of weeks is from here, Dom Moyo. And then these two books, New Breed 1, New Breed 2, are also great books by Gary Chester for working on your limb independence. They're designed for reading through the charts that are here and in these books, and for reading through syncopation, the charts at the very end. But again, all of these play-alongs that are going to be coming out are like the 2.0 version of syncopation. So all these ones that you currently cannot see will be releasing soon. So stay tuned. New one every day. We're going to do Rebound, and we're going to do this between the foot and the hand. This is a fantastic way to work on, like, in this case, diddles with the foot. I'm not very good at it, so we're going to work on it. And this, the last time I did it, Rebound, I did it at 165, and it was meh, pushing my limits. Let's try 160 as our starting point. We'll see how that goes. Probably not very good. I haven't worked on this in a while. Timestamp 160. We're going to do this 5 times, and then I'm going to call it here and get set up for some Fortnite here in probably about 20 or so minutes. 2, ready, and... because I'm coming off the pedal and it gives it like a double bounce. Gotta refine that. Okay, so it was better with the foot not coming completely off, causing that extra bounce. Couple more times. Oh, that was bad. Okay. But it was quick, so we were intentionally trying to do that. So that was, whoops, still playing. Stop. Spacebar is not working for stop for some reason. Okay, so that was 160 to 164. And the playing needs a lot of work. And it was definitely pushing my limits. But you know what? I had fun attempting it. Again, all these play-alongs and literally thousands more can be found at the link at the top of the screen. It's all free. It's all YouTube videos, but I share this page because it's so much easier to sort through everything. Like, we've got all the marching bake stuff right there. We've got all the technique stuff right here. There's going to be a bunch more coming out over the coming months. I've got all of the prior live streams with timestamps in each one of these descriptions, so you can see, like, okay, what did Jared work on this previous limb independence one? And if you go to this, it says we were just chatting while stretch and massage. So then I worked on 21.1. On this one, I did 22. Then I did 22.1. So these are different variations. So you can see what I worked on each one of these and how I practice, basically. And then we've got all of these grid variations. There's almost 800 of them. Woo, that's a lot. Bunch of 16th note ones, over 400, over 300 of triplet variations. And then all these like charts that I kind of read through today will be coming out over the next 3 or so weeks. And I'm going to be adding more. So right now there's currently 30 normal charts and then 5 advanced ones. My goal is over the next 6 months to have at least 50 normal charts and maybe like 10 or 20 of the advanced charts and whatnot. So stay tuned for plenty more of those, and then check out the chop stuff. And then again, the thing that I just was playing was Rebound. So this is under the limb independence permutations. So you do like 2 and 2. And you just go through that until you get your double strokes faster. But plenty more to come. The reason why I'm pointing this out on the website is because if you go to my YouTube, which apparently is loading slowly, go. Do it. Yes, you can. If you go to the video feed, it's just too much content. You're never going to find anything that you're looking for. So go to the home screen, and then if you click on the drumming content right here, then boom, it only shows you the drumming stuff. All of the playlist here is not as neatly organized as the website because, you know, you can't organize it as neatly as an actual website. But it's also got gaming stuff and computer science stuff. So plenty more to come. Oh, and last thing before I forget. No, we can't do that. I can't sub to myself. All of the equipment that I use, if you go to /gear, you can find what kind of drum triggers am I using for the bass drum, for the rest of the kit. What kind of drum module am I using? It's the EAD10. What kind of mics am I using? All this stuff, as well as books I recommend, etc. These are affiliate links, so I get a little kickback. So thank you for the people who have used it. That does help me out. But yeah, here are the 6 I'm using on drum kit Jack DeJohnette's. They're heavier and they're longer than normal sticks, so they feel more like rudimental sticks to me, which is my primary. Anyways, I'm gonna call it here. I need to get it set up for Fortnite, so stay tuned for that. And I appreciate everybody stopping in, and I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day. And I hope all these like free play-alongs help you out with your own journey through learning how to drum. Yeah. Oh, and this that I'm wearing right here, the hoodie, you can actually find here. If you go click on Ghost Note, there's a bunch of different variations of this, different colors, some different things. I designed it, a little Ghost Note shirt. I thought it was funny. Or you could get different colored Ghost Notes, etc. Check out the sizing charts to figure out which one you need to use. But anyways, I don't normally promote stuff. I need to get better at it so I can actually make a sustained living off of this. Stay tuned. I appreciate you all. Hope you have a great rest of your day. Maybe I'll see you in Fortnite. Goodbye.